It's 6:30 a.m. on 95.1 Nigeria Info FM Abuja. My name is Gabrielle. Swat is here as well. Let's dive into what the newspaper headlines are saying this morning, the 16th day in the month of October.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
But us this morning, we have the Vanguard, we have the Daily Trust, we have the Punch, we have the Guardian, and This Day Live newspapers. Remember, these headlines are read as reported by these newspaper publishing houses and do not have anything to do with Nigeria Info FM. So when you comment, make sure your comments are clean and straight to the point, as we usually do. Let's get right into what the newspaper headlines are saying, kicking things off with the Vanguard newspapers this morning. On the front pages, Super Eagles Libyan horror show, highest authority ordered a diversion of flight, says the pilot. Nigeria's foreign reserves rose to $39 billion in October, says Cardoso. Nigeria's 121.67 trillion naira debt worrisome. Al-Dualai's Akungba Road construct overhead bridge, says Ayedatiwa. Ondo Guber, PDP will take over states, Damagun, Adeleke, others. Flood submerges Delta communities, displaces residents. Sari Gamu collapsed building. Lagos demolishes distressed structures. Rivers Assembly crisis. Amewule faction declares pro-Fubara lawmakers' seats vacant. Rivers elections. Why we withdrew policemen, IGP Egbekotun says. And finally, on the Vanguard, PDP governors call for ceasefire in party crisis, lift suspensions. These and more headlines you'd find on the Vanguard newspapers this morning.
All right, up next is This Day newspaper. And here are some of the headlines you find for this morning. CJN laments number of pending cases and threatens sack of non-performing judges. I'll take that again. CJN laments number of pending cases, threatens sack of non-performing judges. Shell's $1.3 billion oil assets sale not in waiting room as the federal government rejects Renaissance bid. Adelabu claims Nigerians no longer need petrol for electricity on improved nationwide power supply. Edun gives account of increased oil revenues spending from subsidy removal. And more headlines. After monetary relief, inflation hits 32.70% amid higher food and energy prices. I guess that's coming from the NBC release yesterday. Tax reforms, FIRS boss in Senate and allays investors' fears. Oyedele, Nigeria not broke, only suffering revenue leakages. World Bank, ending extreme poverty by 2030 no longer possible. And Okonjo-Iweala, WTO member needs to remain constructive to achieve outcomes. I'll take that again. Okonjo-Iweala, WTO members need to remain constructive to achieve outcomes. And I guess those are the headlines we can take this morning on This Day newspaper.
All right, moving on right now to the Punch newspapers. On the front pages, marketers plan petrol imports to bridge shortfall. Government hires SANS for Lagos-Calabar highway suits. FG plans cash transfer for 20 million poor Nigerians. PDP crisis, Damagun gets reprieve, leads Ondo campaign. Fresh crisis hits Rivers as pro-Fubara Wike lawmakers clash. High petrol price pushes inflation to 32.7%. Naira among worst performing currencies, says the World Bank. Onyan Dam anxiety grips Ogun community, flooding. Order to divert Super Eagles flights came from Libya's highest authorities, says the pilot. CCN begins probe as minister debunks greed collapse claims. From 175 naira to 1,030 naira, how PMS prices skyrocketed under Tinubu as petroleum minister. You'd find a story on the Punch newspaper. EFCC arrests radio host over 700 million naira Ponzi scheme. And finally, on the Punch, inspection of Edopol materials fuel APC PDP election conflict. You'd find these headlines and much more on the Punch newspapers for this morning.
All right, up to the Guardian newspaper right now. Again, federal government inaugurates committee to renegotiate the 2009 agreement with ASU and others. Again, federal government inaugurates committee to renegotiate the 2009 agreement with ASU, others. NMPC sells PMS to Ipman at 995 naira per litre after DSS intervention. Court restrains Very Dark Man and others from defaming Falana. Court restrains VDM, others from defaming Falana. 99% of wealthiest Nigerians evade tax, report reveals. Nigeria's inflation hits 32.70% in September, rising first time in 3 months. And to more headline, 3 policemen dismissed for killing Kwara police student. 450% fuel price hike pushing businesses to brink, LCCI decries. And Abba flays 10,000 naira monthly upkeep for pensioners. Dubai sees AI potential in Nigeria as country assures investors. Hope for Nigerian fintech market as startup eyes opportunities. Disequilibrium international law and Israeli attacks on UNIFIL is another headline you'll find on the Guardian newspaper. Rescuing school system from claws of academic frauds, malpractices. And on a final note, Alapere pedestrian bridge reopens after repairs. All of this and more on the Guardian newspaper for today.
And finally, on the Daily Trust for this morning, World Bank's stance on 15-year reform for Nigeria deadly, says Action Aid. Politicians fueling drug abuse, says Senator Sumaila. Reps urge JAMB WAEC to build new exam centers in disadvantaged Borno communities. FG cautions citizens against negative remarks about Nigeria. Governor Yusuf jets out of Kanu as NNPC crisis deepens. CJN worried over pending cases in courts. Admission of malnourished children rises to 24% in the Northeast. FG seeks 180 billion naira from bond markets in October. Naira plunges to 1,700 naira to the dollar in parallel markets. NMDPRA revokes regulations administered by the defunct DPR. And finally, on the Daily Trust, NUPRC disburses 200 billion naira to 137 host community trusts for 198 projects. These and many more headlines you'd find on the Daily Trust newspapers for this morning. Now it's time to get to your reactions. 0700-951-0000. You can also call 0809-597-4869. On WhatsApp, it's 0809-993-0137. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, as well as on YouTube at Nigeria Info FM Abuja. Good morning.
Three women talking to the people. My name is Mrs. Omeza.
Welcome back, Mrs. Omeza.
I want to tell you that good thing has happened in my area. I don't know whether it's everywhere. That's why I want to talk of my area. Yesterday, my husband called me that, do you have money? I say, I have 2,000. He said, go buy NEPA unit. That they have returned to status quo in Buhari, but he doesn't know about other area. Lo and behold, I bought 2,000 worth of NEPA unit, and they gave me 29.2 K. I don't know what they take.
Units, yeah?
Don't worry, units. Just you stick to units.
How could I go and see?
Wow, that's
I've not
nice.
been running the heater. I off my freezer, and Timona helped me, praise God. Too. But the thing is, they have done it. They don't publicize certain things they do. That is the problem I have with this government. For those of you in Buhari, I beg Mona help us thank God. I don't know about other area. But let me tell you, when they increase this tariff, the effects, you see, Baba, they cannot use generator to cut hair. They cannot use NEPA. You see tailors that are having industrial machine, they could not use it. So that was why things go up. But now, the way I'm seeing it, some of things will come down small.
Well, I hope it just, it permeates everywhere, not just Buhari, but every other place.
Okay, that's for your own area.
No, I said I hope it gets to other places
We're hoping.
too,
If they remove us from band, I know some English band, may they not take us there again. 29 for 2,000, that's almost 10,000 naira worth of unit some days ago.
All right.
Let me quickly, but the thing is, when they come back, when APC come the fifth time, I wanted to say something about VDM and the final house. The lesson is, sometimes we leave the substance and face shadow. So I advise my callers on this, just most times, talk, because they will leave the main issue and face you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, Mrs. Omeza. Good morning.
Okay, that is stay. Hello. Sorry about that. Okay.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Morning to you.
I was Ahmed.
Good. What's your name?
I greet my elder sister, Mrs. Barista Swat.
Thank you.
And my lovely sister in the studio with Swat.
Gabrielle.
My name is Mala Aruna
Okay.
from Federal Housing.
Okay, welcome.
I want to talk about crisis in the Rock to River State House of Assembly. Those so-called lawmakers that declare the seat of the member that reality to Governor Fubara, they are wasting their time. Because those people is recognized by the governor, the sitting governor. And those ones that they declare to pro lawmaker to Sini Fubara and the reality of the lawmaker reality to the former governor of the state, now FCC minister, SUK, they are wasting their time because their boss is not in the state. They should come back to Abuja and meet their boss. No any intimidation or by the federal government or by any individual to declare the sitting member that is recognized by the people of the state and the sitting governor. So that was their time. That I take this morning.
All right.
Nigeria.
All right. Thank you for calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? How are you guys?
We're doing well. Good morning to you. Welcome.
So it's ladies Wednesday, right?
Not really.
Actually, it is. Yes, we can make it that.
Oh, okay. Normally
Ladies Wednesday. Yeah. Ladies Wednesday. What's your name?
How are you? How's your family?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Ojo, the next president.
Go ahead, Ojo.
concerning the Mrs. Omi's comments, I discovered that on Friday last week.
Oh, they've taken you back to Band B too?
Yes, that's a good.
I should go and check mine. I should go and check mine too.
You should.
So
I beg go.
I bought 10,000 and they gave me 153 units.
Nice.
Compared to the 10,000 I bought last month and they gave me 44.4 units.
What area do you stay in? What area do you stay?
I stay in Duse Assets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that is an improvement. According to their website, they said that they could not meet up with the 20 hours. So because of that, they reversed it. We thank God for that. Concerning the headline, they said that Naira currency is the worst in the world. Honestly speaking, our Naira has nothing to write home about. And this administration has not helped the Naira note at all. The issue of $3 market has put our Naira in the mess. You can see the statistic from the MBS today that inflation is 32.7%. Honestly speaking, our situation is very terrible. And this government is not really helping matter due to the increase in fuel price. One of your elders also said that from 175 to 1,000 plus during this government as a minister of petroleum, only God will deliver us.
All right.
I just pray that things will continue to work. But the only thing I'm disappointed with this government is that as much as they are increasing the fuel price, all the cushioning policy is not even working. None of them is working. Free tariff on selected food item is not working. SCNG is not really making positive impact.
Okay.
This government need to change their tactics.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ojo.
All right, let's take some messages on WhatsApp.
Okay.
This says FG plans cash transfer for 20 million poor Nigerians. I do not want to believe I am reading this again. This is definitely going to be another jamboree for the loyal boys. Such things happen under the previous administration, and we all know the outcome. Some of us have been vindicated daily. This type of policy is one of the reasons individuals will never support some political class. The only people that benefit are the prodigies and loyal individuals, and that is the main reason Nigeria is on a backwards track on a daily basis. Who will deliver Nigeria and Nigerians from these politicians? Nigeria will surely overcome, is what Ishaku from Lugbe says. And this is cash transfer is not a way of fighting hunger. They should reduce the pump price to the barest minimum. We are all aware that Naira is among the worst, if not the worst, performing currency in the world. My question is, what is the government doing about this? As a Martin Carmo is asking. This says, I remember 2007. The same thing happened to me when some of my friends, okay, that was for Rise to Wisdom, says Nigerian economy is not working because the president and his team are not working. Oludade Abiodun sent that in.
All right, let's take some from our live stream on Facebook. Siaka Ali, you said Nigeria's currency is the worst performing currency in the world, is an affirmation of the current reality in Nigeria. May God help Nigerians. Good morning. Mike Mfon Senior said NNPP, you put Kano crisis. I advise Peter Obi to stay away from going into any alliance with Kwankwaso ahead of the 2027 presidential, maybe. Current crisis rocking the NNPP is a bad omen and a sign of what will surely happen to any romance between Obi and Kwankwaso if they are coming together ever happens in the future. I'll quit being obedient if Obi ever teams up with someone like Kwankwaso. On the Obi Dati mandate, I stand. I don't trust Kwankwaso at all. Mark Mfon sends that in. And lastly, Justice Osondu said the Rivers crisis is a mess, but shows how selfish our leaders are. It's only about power. How can an ex-governor possess so much power? I want Fubara to keep fighting for what's right and deliver the dividends of democracy.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines now. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Swat and Gabrielle. Habakar calling from Gwagwalada.
Go ahead.
Have we ever seen a country which continue implementing IMF and World Bank recommendation and prosper? We will never prosper as a country if we tied our destiny to their recommendation, to the fluctuation of oil prices and international market policies of the Western world. We will continue borrowing, they will continue imposing conditions on your country. Thank you. That is my take.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Malam Arukar.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Once again, Your Excellency,
Yes.
Gabrielle and Barrister Swat.
Welcome.
I still remember myself for Bakar Ali, Ali Babang Ali. You see, the postulations of or the recommendation by the World Bank is nothing but the truth. You see, our in-house analyst, Dr. Majid Dairu, have always emphasized on this. Look, we must all brace up. In as much as the value of Naira continue to fall against the dollar, fuel will continue to increase. In as much as the government refused to restore energy security in terms of restoring the subsidy or giving Dangote some and other modular refineries some discount so that at the returning part they can discount the price of PMS, no policy of this government is going to work however effective it is. Barrister Swat and Gabriella, some few months ago, the government say it will open a window of 180 days of free import duties on food, right?
Yes,
On
definitely.
some selected food. Okay, if you import it and drop it in Lagos, and you distribute it across the country with fuel of more than 1,000 naira, with diesel of more than 1,000 naira, has it not eliminated the import duty waiver that you gave?
Definitely.
It means the food is still not going to be cheap. I don't know why they cannot understand. Me, I not be economist. I read geography. But is it difficult to understand this? That in as much as the price of fuel is high, it will affect every commodity in this country. Is it difficult to understand? What is difficult in this thing to understand? And that is why whatever policy the government is making, it can never work. And it will never work in as much as this price is high. Make them understand. Anyway, 2027 is around the corner. Thank you very much for
All
the
right.
opportunity.
Thank you for
Thank you.
calling. Good morning. Good morning. You're
Morning.
welcome.
My name is Chinoso.
Thank you for joining us, Chinose. Go ahead.
I want to talk about the subsidy that they removed.
Okay.
Since when they removed the subsidy, we've not had the money, what they use the money they save from the subsidy to do it. And since they be paying the subsidy, they say it's favoring some few individual. At least they should have checked the percentage of the people that is favoring. Because them putting subsidy is favoring at least the masses, to favor the masses in buying petrol. But they remove the subsidy, and now Nigeria now are suffering to get PMS. I don't know the kind of government that we have. They don't have the masses at hand at all. You know, at least even though there are few cabals benefiting from that subsidy, but at least it's favoring the masses. They should have done this calculation before they because now they remove the subsidy. You don't know what they're even going to do. That's my own thing.
Thank you very much for sharing. Some more comments on WhatsApp now. Just a few ones. High petrol prices push inflation to 32%, and Nigerians are groaning under the very eyes of the government to promise renewed hope to Nigerians. Nigerians have been weakened financially, socially, and emotionally, and there is no hope in sight. My suggestion is that Nigerians should borrow from the southeast and choose 2 days in a week to observe a sit at home. Maybe this action will make the government reverse the price of petrol. Emmanuel from Lugbe says, our time is up. Can we take one more comment quickly?
All right.
before we wrap up?
This girl from Airport Road says, good morning, Swat and Gabriella. Hope you slept well. Everything in this country is collapsing under this anti-people's government. This government has inflicted a huge pain to its citizens. Tinubu should do more.
More. Fitzgerald from Airport Road. Thank you so much for that. We'll take a quick break right now for the news at 7, and right after we'll come back to your reactions. Keep your messages coming through on WhatsApp and on Facebook. We'll take them right after the news. Don't go away.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. With Money Master, Nigerians everywhere can now open accounts, send, collect, save, and deposit money from anywhere and to any bank with any kind of phone. We can also pay bills, buy airtime and data for ourselves and our loved ones, and so much more. Just dial *995# or download the Money Master PSP app today.
Money Master, the easy way to master your money.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise, investments that help you grow.
This is Nigeria Info.